Delivering effective customer education is very important to earn high CSAT scores, avoid unnecessary truck rolls, and enhance customer satisfaction. Many of our customers have never had our system before, or they might not be familiar with the latest technology we have. An installation that might be otherwise perfect can be tainted by poor customer education. Hi, I'm Olivia. In this video, we're going to talk about customer ed basics. This basic information is universal, whether installing a 311, 722K, or the Hopper. Before customer education begins, it's a good idea to check your appearance. You've been working in hard, possibly in dirty spaces, and your uniform could be dirty or wrinkled. Bring an extra uniform shirt with you. Appearance factors into CSAT scores. For example, here are 3 sections in the CSAT survey that are directly impacted during customer education. 1. Professionalism and appearance. 2. Verifying the system and programming work properly. 3. Explaining the basic features of the remote. Give the customer an overview of the installation from the outside in and discuss the work you did. Explain how you kept the installation as aesthetically pleasing as possible while maintaining the highest level of quality. For installations with 2 hoppers, explain which joeys are linked to which hopper. Try to use the same language with the customer that's in the CSAT survey questions. For example, make it clear to the customer that you've checked that both the system and programming are working properly.
We've got everything set up so that you're all ready to go. I've gone ahead and made sure that your programming is set up, your equipment's functioning properly.
And tell the customer that you're going to explain the basics of the system.
So let's go ahead, if you'll take this, and we'll go ahead and go over how to use your remote control, some of the functionality, and get you started on some of the basics of watching television.
Hand the customer the remote control. It's very important for them to perform the steps themselves with the remote in hand. Meanwhile, use the Getting Started guide to lead the customer through the steps. Explain to the customer that you've already programmed the remote to the TV.
I've programmed your remote for your television already.
Explain how to turn the television on and off using the smaller red power button.
So if you press the TV power button, that'll turn your television off and then back on.
Then explain how to power the receiver on and off with the larger red power button. Tell the customer that the TV needs to remain on the correct input to view satellite TV. Show them the stickers on the back of the remote and the information in the Getting Started guide. Point out the tip box here as well. Walk up to the TV, or if necessary, use the TV remote to put the TV on the wrong input. This will bring up a black, blue, or snowy screen. Instruct the customer to get the TV back on the correct input.
And then press your input button there on the remote until we get to HDMI. And it's back.
Once the customer can get the satellite picture back, explain how to change channels with the 3 basic methods. From live TV, have the customer use the remote keypad to select a channel in their basic package. Next, have the customer use the up and down arrow keys on the remote to scroll through a few channels. Ask them what their favorite channel is and have them find it. Then, have the customer press the guide button to access the program guide. First, ask the customer to scroll using the up and down arrows. Then, show them that the page up and down buttons will help them scroll faster. Continue scrolling until channel 305 is highlighted. This is HBO Family. Have the customer select this channel and remind them of their free premium package. Now that you're back on live TV, have the customer press the guide button on the remote. Pressing it 1 time will bring up the guide, and a 2nd time will change the favorites list at the top. Explain the all channels, all subscribed channels, and all HD list to the customer. For now, we'll need to keep the guide on all channels. While in the program guide, show the customer that they can exit menus by pressing the View Live TV or Cancel buttons. These will be very useful when they're deep into menus and want to get back to live TV quickly. At this point, you can answer additional questions if necessary. If the customer has kids and wants to know more about parental controls, explain how to use them. If the customer needs closed captioning, walk them through the steps to set it up. For every customer, talk through the basic troubleshooting steps that are in the Getting Started guide. Get acknowledgement that the customer understands the steps by quizzing them, and have them get the TV back to the correct input 1 more time. Direct them to navigate through the menus to demonstrate that they understand the basics of the system as well. The customer needs to be comfortable with their new system. This is crucial to your CSAT score and the customer's overall satisfaction, whether dealing with a new customer or during an upgrade. After they've shown you they can use the system, ask something like,
"Any questions for me?"
Answer any of the customer's questions at this time and point them to the section of the Getting Started guide that has information about where to go for further help. Let's review. Provide the customer with an overview of the installation and then tell them that you're going to explain the basics of their system. Use the Getting Started guide and ensure the customer has a remote in hand. Follow the steps in the GSG and make sure the customer is comfortable with the basics. Have them demonstrate the steps and ask if they have any questions. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.